Oh my goodness, I have another comment to make on his wanting immunity and the crash and burn that's happening with that. He wants immunity so he can lock up or kill his political rivals. But I'm sure he also wanted it because of the big E. Jean Carroll case that's coming up, that he's been posting 50, 60, rants about E. Jean Carroll, okay, so that he wouldn't have to pay, okay? If he had immunity, then he would have played that card and said, I don't have to pay anything, okay? He was under my office. I have total immunity for the whole time I was in the Oval Office, okay? But that's not happening. You pay, okay? So let's look and see. I want to pull some cards and see the overview on this, on his not getting the immunity and Trump's state of mind. So what can you tell me about Trump in this loss of this case of absolute immunity? Man, he's really getting crazy. He says, well, if I don't have immunity, then Biden doesn't have immunity, and all these ones coming across the border, that's also like the insurrection. That's an insurrection, so he can be locked up. He needs to be. That's not an insurrection of trying to overthrow the government. So everything that he does, he tries to project onto Biden to make himself look good. But it's not an insurrection, okay? What an idiot he is. So what we have is, yes, this is coming out of what? It's his narcissism, the star, okay? His narcissistic drama. That he's right, everybody else is wrong. Just craziness. He's gotten away with everything for so many years. The Voice, okay? So this is what it's all about. It's about his narcissism and the crap he's going to continue to put out that he wants people to believe, okay? That he knows, like he said, he knows more than all the generals. He's so smart. He knows more than anybody, okay? He's an idiot. He's not smart. He's an idiot. So what we have at the center of it is, of course, again, 45. What else could it be? Okay? And his mental state. Okay? His ideas he wants to put out there. This new idea that people coming across the border is an insurrection. Therefore, if he doesn't have immunity, then Biden doesn't have immunity, and Biden needs to be jailed. Oh, my Lord. So going into it, we have, this is the message he's putting out, okay? This is what he wants people to believe. This is what he's trying to, dole out to people, to his supporters. Give me, give me, give me, okay? Above it, though, we have because he is feeling pressured, okay, with this stuff that's rapidly coming. He's, I'm so abused, and this is so horrible, and so this is what he does. He continues to put out this drama of just making up stuff. The challenge is he's facing major losses. There's a little bit in reserve, but those cups look pretty empty, okay, when it comes to what's in reserve, okay? The outcome, yeah, karma card. You know, you've done these things, and now you have to pay. Above it, his mind is spinning, and underneath of it, the strong thing. Okay, so absolutely, he's in a mind spin. He wants to always, no matter what happens, it's always somebody else's fault. Somebody else has done it. He's squeaky clean. That's what he wants. I've done nothing wrong. Okay, he stolen documents, sold them to other things. While he was in office, he took kickbacks and money from all these other ones. Everything he accuses Biden of are things that he has done. He's in the pocket of China, okay? Accuse Biden of it, okay? So he is absolutely, at this point, freaking out, okay? The overview is his narcissism, what he's voicing, what he's talking about from his mental state, everything he keeps trying to put out here to railroad things, to convince people and convince his followers, because he thinks everybody is stupid, okay? He thinks that he can just put this crap out there about Biden and that's an insurrection and he needs to be locked up, okay? He thinks that everybody's going to buy that. And it's just so absolutely bogus. But he is in, again, the space of feeling big loss. Major losses are coming, okay? He's got very little in reserve. Those cups are pretty empty. This is coming down the pike. He cannot stop it. His mind is in racing mode, okay? And it's strengthening. This racing mind is getting worse every time. So he's going to put out this message of he's the one that's the giver. He's the one that you need to follow. He's the grand master of all this stuff, and he's so delusional. So he's feeling the pressure, and this stuff is coming rapidly, and he cannot stop it, okay? So he is in absolute meltdown mode. And his loss today at the courts, where I couldn't believe that his lawyer actually said, oh, no, whatever crimes that are committed, he has to be indicted and then has to be absolutely charged while he's in the presidency. So it's basically carte blanche. Just do whatever criminal activities you want to do and you get away with it. That's what he's actually, even to the point of having his political rivals murdered, putting him in jail, whatever he wants to do, as long as he doesn't get indicted and get convicted, he can walk away from it. Now, if he's got all his cronies in there, okay, and changes things in the House and the Senate, then he could be basically a dictator and get away with anything he wants to. But that didn't fly. You know, the Supreme Court is not stupid. And the guy that he had putting his case out there was just, trying to avoid answering, is this a yes or a no question? And he'd, spin it and try to spin it and try to spin it. Like everybody's stupid. And they're so smart. And nobody will figure out what he's doing. No. Trump is in mental mode of breakdown, spin. Absolutely trying to figure out anything that he can say to make Biden look dirty and make himself look better. But that's not going to happen. Biden's been in government for how many years? And there's nothing that's ever come out about him. Okay? Unlike Trump that was there for how many years, and all this stuff is blowing up and coming out about him, and has come out about him for years, that he's a criminal and a con artist and a crook. So on that note, I'm going to leave that here. We'll see you online.